Something slipped through the cracks. Not a press release. Not an official teaser. Just a few seconds of footage that were never meant to be seen, and now fans are losing their minds. If this leak is real, The Handmaid's Tale is not done yet. And Season 7 may be its darkest chapter ever, for years. The Handmaid's Tale has told a story about control, fear, and survival. Many thought the story was reaching its end. The rebellion had begun. Gilead was cracking. Justice felt closer than ever. But the leaked Season 7 trailer suggests something very different. It doesn't feel like an ending. It feels like a warning. The footage opens in silence, no music, no dialogue, just slow shots of empty streets and damaged buildings. Gilead doesn't look powerful anymore, it looks wounded. But wounded systems can be the most dangerous. The camera lingers on familiar symbols, red fabric moving in the wind, cracked walls, and watchtowers standing alone. This world is still alive, and it is still watching. What makes this leak unsettling is not what it shows, but what it holds back. There are no clear faces, no confirmed dialogue, just shadows, footsteps, and distant alarms. It feels intentional, as if the story itself is hiding. One moment shows a group walking forward together, not running, not hiding. That alone changes everything. This is no longer about escape. This is about confrontation. The tone is heavier than previous seasons. There is no hope-filled music, no sense of victory. Instead, the trailer leans into quiet tension, the kind that makes you hold your breath. It suggests that Gilead may be falling, but it plans to take everyone down with it. And then there's the final image. A single object on the ground, broken, stepped on. A symbol that once meant obedience now looks useless. The screen cuts to black before answers arrive. No title card. No release date. Just silence. If this footage is real, Season 7 isn't about what comes after Gilead. It's about what Gilead does when it knows it's about to lose. And that might be the most dangerous version of this story yet. The leaked trailer doesn't explain anything clearly, and that is what makes it so powerful. Every scene feels short, sharp, and unfinished, like pieces of a puzzle that refuse to come together. It moves fast, but every image stays in your mind. This is not a trailer made to excite. It's made to disturb. One moment shows rows of red cloaks laid out on the ground, perfectly still, with no one inside them. The next shot cuts to loud sirens echoing through the streets. There is panic, but no chaos. Everything feels controlled, planned, and cold. Gilead may be breaking, but it is not confused. It knows exactly what it's doing. Another scene hints at a new location. Snow-covered land, tall fences, armed guards standing farther apart than before. This suggests Gilead is stretched thin. Its power is no longer centered in one place. But instead of retreating, it seems to be spreading its fear even wider. This could mean new camps, new rules, or a final plan to keep control. The trailer also uses sound in a very strange way. At one point, you hear children laughing in the distance, soft, almost peaceful. Then suddenly it cuts to silence. No screams. No music, just nothing. That silence feels louder than any explosion. It suggests loss without showing it. And that makes it even more unsettling. There is a brief shot of hands being marked. Not violently, slowly, calmly, as if punishment has become routine. This tells us something important. Gilead is no longer trying to hide its cruelty. It doesn't care who sees it anymore. That usually happens when power knows it's running out. Near the end of the trailer, a single line appears on screen. No voice. Just text, short and simple. It reads like a message, not a title. It feels like a warning to the people inside the story and to the audience watching. This leaked trailer doesn't give answers, it gives signals. Gilead is changing. The rules are shifting. And whatever is coming in, Season 7 won't be quiet, heroic, or clean. It will be slow, painful, and impossible to ignore. The leaked trailer does not give clear answers, but it gives strong clues. And when you connect those clues with what we already know, Season 7 starts to look very different from anything before. This season does not seem focused on escape or survival. It feels focused on consequences. One of the biggest signs is the shift in power. Gilead is no longer shown as strong and organized. Instead, it looks divided. In the leaked footage, there are moments where guards stand still, unsure, almost waiting for orders that never come. This suggests that the system is breaking from the inside. When fear no longer works, control becomes fragile. June's presence is felt even when she is not clearly shown. The camera often follows people moving together, not alone. This hints that she may no longer be just a survivor, but a symbol. In past seasons, June was trying to live, then trying to escape. Now, the story seems to place her as someone others follow. Not because she is perfect, but because she has endured everything Gilead could throw at her. Another major clue points to the outside world. There are quick flashes of borders, damaged checkpoints, and unfamiliar locations. This suggests that Gilead's problems are no longer contained. The world is watching, and possibly stepping in, but help from outside never comes without a price. Season 7 may explore what freedom really costs when it is finally within reach. There is also a strong feeling that old rules no longer matter. The red robes, once a sign of control, appear worn, torn, and abandoned. That tells us something powerful. Fear can fade. Symbols can lose meaning. But when that happens, those in power often become more cruel, not less. Season 7 feels like a story about endings, but not a clean one. It is about what happens when victims are no longer silent and leaders are no longer feared. The leaked trailer suggests this season will not offer easy wins or happy endings. It will ask a harder question. When the system falls, who survives the truth? If this really is our first look at Season 7, then The Handmaid's Tale is preparing us for a final battle that is emotional, painful, and impossible to forget. Season 7 does not feel like a victory lap. It feels like a reckoning. The leaked footage makes one thing clear. This is not about destroying Gilead anymore. It is about facing what Gilead has done to everyone who lived under it. And that may be harder than any fight throughout the trailer. There is a strong sense of memory, quiet moments, long pauses, empty spaces where people once stood. This suggests the season will focus on what remains after the damage is done. Freedom does not erase pain. Survival does not undo loss. Season 7 seems ready to sit with those truths instead of rushing past them. The story also feels more personal. Not louder, not bigger, just heavier. Instead of large battles, the tension comes from choice. Who forgives? Who cannot? Who becomes something they never wanted to be? The leak hints that some characters may finally find peace, while others may lose themselves completely. The final moments of the leaked trailer feel almost like a warning to the audience. Change does not come without cost, and silence, once broken, can never be restored. This season seems ready to close the story not with comfort, but with honesty.